Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I have a Cult Beauty haul this morning for you because they've got an offer on at the moment where if you spend, I'm pretty sure it's £150, you get a goodie bag worth allegedly, I think it's £245. You know how the drill works. And I'm always pretty careful with Cult Beauty and Space NK to try and spread out my regular purchases to when they've got an offer like that on. So it doesn't always work out. And if I'm honest, I don't need some of the things that I've bought this time from Cult Beauty at the moment, but they are things that I buy regularly and will repurchase. So that's how I justify it to myself. The downside for me with the Cult Beauty goodie bags is that although they have loads and loads of good brands on their site, they don't stock Aromatherapy Associates, which is annoying because, as you know, I regularly buy their bath oils and I go through them, and they're pretty expensive. So they're a really good replacement to buy to qualify for one of these goodie bags. Space NK is better in that respect, but Cult Beauty definitely seems to have more of these offers. Cult Beauty also is slightly annoying in that quite a few of the items I would purchase tend to be sold out and wish list only whenever they have a special offer. I get a bit suspicious about that, that it's some sort of conspiracy to make you buy things that are less popular, but I'm sure it's just that, those are popular items and I'm not the only one. Anyway, I digress. £150 is a lot of money, but it doesn't go that far in luxury beauty terms these days. So my main purchases were Le Labo, another 13 items. I'm not out of these items at the moment, but another 13 by Le Labo is probably my most used fragrance at the moment. I've gone through several bottles. I've talked about it on this channel. It's a really beautiful fragrance for daily wear, and it's by far and away the most complimented fragrance in terms of people saying, oh, what's that you're wearing? It's really lovely, that I've had of recent years. So I like it and other people like it. It's quite expensive. What can you do? And not that widely available, although much more available than it used to be. So I bought their smaller size. I'm not going to open the packet because I don't need to at the moment, but it's basically, a little mini spray, ideal for your handbag or going away. They're unfortunately not refillable, so you just have to keep on buying them. And is that 50 ml? No, 15 ml. So not that much really. And they're £60. So that was a big part. And I also bought, they have the body products shower gel, which I'm nearly out of. They do a body lotion as well, which I didn't need at the moment. I bought some Suku. This is so indulgent and extravagant. Big box of Suku cotton pads. Ridiculous, really. £11 for quite a big box. But, I mean, I guess they're about £2.99. The reasonably not... I hate really horribly cheap cotton pads because they're a bit scratchy and they often tend to be rather small as well. So although you think you've got a good buy, you go through them much quicker. So kind of decent cotton pads are about £2.99. So that's a bit of an extravagance, really. I probably need two of them, to be fair, to get the same number as that box full. Then I've been really getting into sheet masks recently. When I say really getting into, actually using some of my huge box of stored sheet masks. Just having a pause for a sip of coffee there. Got a slightly sore throat today, which is annoying. So I ordered a couple. This one is by a brand called Foreo, which I have had in the past. And this is Acai Berry. Now, they had a lot of different ones. I can't remember why I chose to do this. This is a smoothing and plumping one for a youthful radiance. There you go. That's why I chose this one. I don't really need clarifying masks these days. I need brightening, and I need kind of combat general sagginess and bagginess. So we'll see. I can't remember how much those were. They're terribly expensive. And I've also noticed the state of my hands recently. I bet you have as well, because you get to see just my hands. It's interesting, isn't it? Aging isn't always a continuum. I've definitely noticed my hands looking older recently, with age spots and just generally not looking in brilliant condition. I think it's mainly just aging, but I haven't had a dishwasher for quite a while. I don't think all the dishwashing helps. I'm very bad about putting the rubber gloves on. So I got this one, Rose Fingers, a renewing hand mask for the hands by Patchology. I've had Patchology masks in the past, specifically their eye masks, which I absolutely love and have repurchased. So I think this is only one mask, to be honest. Let's see how it does. Infused with the scent of sparkling wine, these rose gold mittens are the chicest way to hydrate your hands. So I'm guessing there's a bit of a gimmick in them being gloves. But let's see, the serum contains strawberry oil, which interestingly I've been reading a bit about recently, because it's one of the active ingredients in a Votary serum oil that I've been using, which I'll talk about in another video, for my baggy face. Too early to tell how that's going, but that's very much a active ingredient on my mind. And then I went for the Ordinary multi-peptide lash and brow serum. You'll recall I've paid an arm and a leg for Augustina Spada serum, and is it Revitalash? I'm not sure. The other one that I had to order from the States, which I thought was very effective, more effective, to be honest, than the Augustina Spada. But both of them really expensive, kind of 70 quid's worth. This is about £12, I think, albeit a fairly small one. Let's see how that compares with the expensive brands. So that was a rather lengthy introduction. I wanted to just show you what I got in the Cult Beauty bag, in case you're interested, because it's still available. Now you get a huge size, a full size 30ml of the Verso Hydration Serum. And this sells for about £80. So that's the main thing in here, although there are other good sizes as well. Now I have, I was going to say an inexplicable, it's perfectly explicable, but it may not be fair, prejudice against Verso, which is, I think, a Swedish brand. It's been around for a while. I bought a product that was very highly recommended quite a few years ago, certainly pre-pandemic, which is what I gauge every era in now, which was a really expensive product, a number of key recommendations that said it was excellent at reducing dark spots. It was utterly ineffective. It made absolutely no difference at all. So I felt that was a bit of a con. And I'm also a bit suspicious that as luxury brands go, it continues to be promoted in these gifts with purchase goods by the kind of specialist sites. For years and years, they've been giving away Verso as part of these gifts. Now, generally what you tend to see is the same products come in the gifts for a period of time from different sources. It's like the product of the moment. And they're often new brands that you haven't really heard of before, or brand new products within an existing brand. There are some exceptions to that, but generally, you get them for a bit and then you don't get those products within these freebies. Not so with Verso. Makes me suspicious that, they still, I don't know, need to market the brand within these gift with purchase PR deals. I don't know. Anyway, it's a good amount of money within the gift. Then another brand that I think falls into this category that I was just talking about, where I'd never heard of them until they literally started appearing with the gifts and purchase last year, the Inky List. And they're with every kind of gift with purchase, but I suspect will die out after a bit. And this is the Fulvic Acid Cleanser, best for dull skin. Always like to try new cleansers, and certainly dull skin. This is another quite expensive product, Cultured Biomicare, a resilience facial oil. Retails, I looked for about 42 quid in this size, so a good size. I'm not a huge facial oil fan, although I've just told you about one that I'm using at the moment. So I'm not really in the market for another one at the moment, but they do keep for a while. Then here's a new brand I've never heard of, the Seated Queen Cold Cream Cleanser Mask. Don't know anything about this brand. Fairly basic, but smart packaging. Cold cream, that's quite a 1950s sort of concept, so perhaps they're going for a slightly retro market, although the packaging isn't retro at all. Here's a treat. Match Revolution Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, but it's a little baby hamster size. Just look at it. I mean, for goodness sakes, it's Pillow Talk, one of the famous colours. Perfect for your handbag. I love these teeny weeny scaled down mini sizes. And I haven't had one of the lipsticks before, but I have had the NARS blush in Orgasm, of course, little mini size, so that's very nice. Fresh, that's a brand that's been around for a long time. This is the Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. Not had that before, just an ordinary sample size, so a nice little trial. Then a couple of hair products, Amica, they're being pushed a lot at the moment. This is a full size. I don't know how much it retails for, and it's not really of interest to me. It's a multitask repair treatment because my hair care needs are looked after at the salon, and actually there's not much wrong with my hair other than needing dyeing. And then another hair mask there. Here's a good one, Dr. Storm's Hyaluronic Serum. You know that this is just about the only Dr. Storm product that I really rate. It's a gorgeous hyaluronic serum. Here we are, another tiny guinea pig hamster size of what is a very expensive serum. So, but you'd still get a couple of uses out of that, I can tell you, because a little goes a long way. And then finally, a Benefit mascara, small size. So yeah, these mascaras never work for me. I kind of give them away because I've just got one or two mascaras that I know work and I use. So there we go. That's the contents of the gift with purchase if you're interested. Still available when I looked this morning on Cult Beauty in the UK. So if you've got items that you would restock in any event, or items that you've had an eye on, now would be a good time if you want to get some added value with your purchase. So that's all for the moment. I shall speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.